David, you'll never believe who's here.
I do believe it. I'm overwhelmed, but I do believe.
You've seen movies.
Oh, have I seen movies? Not only that, I have talked to perhaps the greatest filmmaker of our times about her in the last 48 hours.
I'm going to guess it's Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh, indeed.
You were hanging out with him last night?
2 nights ago when
way.
we won at the Dodgers. This is going to place this in baseball history, but yes, we'll talk about that.
Yes.
We'll talk about another filmmaker later. And I also had a moment where Heather might not realize this. We both arrived in front of your home area at an intersection, and I, without knowing it was Heather Graham,
Yes.
I gave the right of way. I did the gentlemanly
that's so gentlemanly
thing, and then I realized, thank God I did it not just for anybody, but for one of the great stars of our time.
Oh, you're sweet.
That's a real lesson. I think people, be courteous, be kind, because the person that you wind up helping might turn out to be today's guest. Heather Graham, everybody.
Oh, that's sweet.
Let's spill the beans, chew the fat, food for thought, jokes on tap. Talking with our mouths full, having fun. A piece of cake and humble pie, serving up a slice of life. Leave the dressing on the side, it's naked lunch. Clothing optional.
Sorry, maybe I wasn't supposed to talk during that.
No, that was fine.
This is
It's all good. We're very
You're going to
loose.
improve our ratings.
We're
by
super
being here.
loose.
Okay.
But yes, I will tell you, Heather, I was at the Dodger game 3, and I went with the guy who just called, Brad Paisley, and then I went to the suite for the MLB, and then thinking at the 8th inning, we should go see the Playtone suite, which is where the Tom Hanks company, and I thought, well, we'll go there for the 9th inning, not realizing there were going to be 18 innings.
Oh my God.
So during that time, Paul Thomas Anderson was there, and we started talking, and I said, I was watching Boogie Nights earlier before the game because we were speaking to you, and he just said, well, Heather's the most wonderful person. He gave me permission to say that there's going to be some new edition of Boogie Nights, some expanded edition, and he was talking to you recently because he wants you on the cover of it.
Wow.
So yes, now, do you think he's okay after all that?
No, I mean, I just saw his new movie, which is amazing.
It is
I just texted him, and I was just
I think it's the
this is
movie
incredible.
of the year.
Yeah, it's. I'm so happy for him, and that's really nice. He said those nice things. I feel really honored. That's amazing. Thanks for telling me that.
Now, what year was that? Because it was, I want to say,
I think it was. We shot it in 1996, and then I think it came out in 1997.
it's one of the all-time greats. I think it holds up really well.
It's astonishing, and it's sometimes movies that are that stylish. You think something seems now copied so many times. It's still his eye as a director. It's unbelievable, and his eye in casting. That
so
was a pretty big. Would you say it's a very big moment in your career?
Yeah, it was a huge moment. And so many of those actors weren't really famous at that time. I mean, Burt Reynolds, Julianne Moore, they were famous. But, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Don Cheadle, all these people, they became famous. And Mark Wahlberg, they became famous from that movie.
Yeah.
And that's also true. The Hangover. When I did not go back to watch The Hangover again, but I know some of those
Because you
guys.
have a hangover.
Right. But at the time that movie came out, really, you and Ed Helms were the famous people. This Bradley Cooper kid, nobody knew.
It's funny.
Tell us about making Boogie Nights, how you were cast, what that was like.
Well, okay. So you know what it's like coming to Hollywood. You don't have a lot of money. Well, I mean, I had acted in things, right? But you're going on auditions and you are...
Where were you coming from?
Well, my father was in the FBI. We traveled around as a kid. I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I lived outside of Washington, D.C. and Virginia in the suburbs. Then we moved to Agora when I was 9. So,
which is the Milwaukee of Los Angeles.
Is
Agora.
It? No. No, Agora's gotten very glitzy. I mean, when I moved out there, it was pretty much just like suburbia. Now there's all these fabulous people living there. But yeah, so I was just auditioning for things and I had acted in some things. But when I got that job, that really helped me buy a house and get offered things and not have to audition, which was amazing.
Yeah. Your early career is the most remarkably eclectic list of movies because, and now, again, this could be Wikipedia being wrong.
Wikipedia is kind of wrong. Yes. And I was like, I want to change this is wrong. And they're like, you can't change it. And I don't know.
Wait, I thought you can change it.
I don't know how to change it to
Well,
you.
if we can, I want to know.
I mean, can't you
Yeah.
prove that it's you and then
Suppose
change?
I
No?
don't know. I'm not sure. Tell me after. I
people
wanna
write into us and tell us how?
Were you in Mrs. Soulful, or is that a cameo?
No, that's wrong.
That's
For
completely
example,
wrong.
some of these things are wrong. That is
Yes.
completely wrong.
Okay, that I was like, where did
I wish I
This
was.
says
in
you
Mrs.
played Queen Elizabeth in The Crown. Is that not true?
I wish.
Your Yentl,
I really
you as Yentl
wish.
was just
Yeah, yeah.
remarkable.
It's cool. I can just make up a credit list with I was in Gone with the Wind, and I was
Well,
amazing.
I thought Mrs. Soulful into License to Drive is that would have been quite a turn.
If I was in Mrs. Soulful, that
Yes.
would be yes.
And
No,
you also you would have been with Diane Keaton, who I have to imagine any bit of a hero to you, or
Oh,
no?
I'm obsessed with her. Yeah, sad she died. She's an incredible inspiration.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, License to Drive is my first movie. I was in high school. I was 17 and it was so exciting. I mean, you know, when you go from I'm just a normal person to driving onto a studio lot with your little pass and say that you're
It's still
in the
exciting.
It's so exciting. It's so
Were you in
exciting.
the high school plays? Were you?
I was. Yeah. I was kind of a nerd. I was kind of quiet, nerdy, shy. But then when I was in the plays, I'd just be really out there and I could, release my alter ego.
And do you realize that when you say I was a nerd, like Judd Apatow was
We have
here
trouble
and
believing,
said
yes.
he was a nerd, and I had a little trouble believing that. We have no trouble believing each other we're nerds.
We're
but
still
you-
nerds.
I could send you some photos. I mean, okay, when I was in school, I did wear neck gear at one point. That's when you have braces.
The
and
brace
then
with the
thing, and it
strap
goes
around
around
the back.
like that,
Yeah.
and it goes there. Yeah.
Well, that's really
pretty
cool.
nerdy, right?
But when it comes off, it's like we all
Okay,
have
well,
braces,
thank you.
right? Did you have braces?
I did not.
Oh,
My parents
you were
didn't love
born
me,
with a-
apparently.
no. Well, your teeth are good.
Yes.
But what were your high school roles?
Oh, okay. So one of my most exciting moments in high school was I was Lola in Damn Yankees.
Great.
Okay.
Yes, I would cast you,
Which is
yes.
very
'cause
provocative.
look, it's
for-
provocative,
yeah.
and it's kind of very sexual for a kid. When in reality, of course, I had never had sex. I don't think I even really kissed anyone, but I was pretending to be the devil's whore.
Amazing.
What was
It
your
was really
first role?
funny.
Same.
Yes.
The devil's whore. They still call me this.
That's what somebody
Right.
feel has translated to that in many countries.
Yeah.
Right.
I played Knock'em the Beggar, which was also a very
That's
provocative
perfect
role.
for
in
you.
Fiddler in the
Knock'em the
Roof.
Beggar.
Oh, I was in Fiddler on the
awesome.
Roof too.
You were?
But I was Fruma Sarah. At that point, they were annoyed at me because I was starting to act professionally, and they didn't give me a lead.
But Fruma Sarah's a
no,
pretty
Fruma Sarah's
great
cool.
role.
Yeah, it's great.
You come in, you steal the show.
Yeah,
and you
no, I
leave.
was covered
Yes.
in weird gray, crazy person makeup. It was
Oh,
fun.
guess what? The food is here.
It's so exciting.
I love that Heather was excited about the
Okay,
lunch.
I'm as nerdy
and she
about
actually
food.
researched the
No,
lunch.
I don't know if you do this, but whenever I'm
Yes.
going out to dinner somewhere, I read all the reviews first, and I look at what I
What's the
should
best thing
order
to get?
because of what everyone's saying is good, because I really want to make the most of it.
I'm totally
Do you do
with
that?
you. Listen, I
Yeah.
plan all my trips around where we're going to eat and the sightseeing and the
Yeah.
museums and the cultural stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we do between meals.
Now, when
But
I'm
the meals
eating
come
lunch with my
first.
friends, I start thinking, what should we have for dinner? Once I need to think constantly about what I'm going to be eating.
Okay, I just want to say that one of the things in this box or bag here is my collaboration with Lorenzo.
That's great.
And they wrote me a note. We hope your team loves the sandwiches as much as we've loved bringing this collab to life with you, Phil, with love, Cynthia,
When you're
and
Phil
Renato.
Rosenthal, you get notes with your food
That is
delivery.
nice.
No, but
I
this
mean,
is a
that is what
special
you
one
want.
because all month, people, if you're listening, I'm not sure when this is airing. I hope it's still on. But look, they not only did they do. Oh, you're having this first.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's your chicken parm?
That's
I got to pace myself, though.
that's all right.
I want to try a few.
Yeah, you can. And
So wait,
David,
we
you're
should
going to
all
have the
share
other
it.
half.
Can we share it? Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I could just eat a third.
A quarter? Phil,
Yeah.
do we have a
A
knife,
A quarter.
Xavier?
A quarter.
We can cut that.
Yeah. No, but I was online reading which sandwich should I order? I spent 30 minutes reading the reviews.
You're a lot like me, actually.
Yeah.
They gave us a lot of napkins because we'll need them.
Okay. No, I hope I don't get it on my
They've seen the
plate.
podcast
Okay,
and they
yeah,
know
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to need this.
Listen, you're a chef, so
Okay.
choose a knife and cut off
Okay,
whatever.
wow.
These are not
You guys don't have any real knives?
downstairs. It would take a minute.
Okay.
But let's see. If that doesn't work, I'll run down.
Okay.
Lorenzo, California. I'm going to say
God, this is massive.
maybe the best sandwiches right now in Los Angeles. And I'm not just saying that because I did the collab.
That
I did
is
the
what
collab
everyone said
because
on Yelp.
I
them.
love them. Yes.
Okay, wait. I'm just cutting a
You can
smaller
use your
piece
fingers,
for
too.
myself because I want to try all the different sandwiches. So are you eating half, or you want half as well for half?
I
of
had a
half?
huge breakfast.
So you're not eating it.
I'm gonna donate my
Okay,
piece to
I'm taking
David
this.
and to whoever else wants. Like Xavier, I see is smiling.
That's cute. Okay, good.
All right, I want your reaction,
Okay. All right. Here's you,
David. You want to do it?
Okay. All right, I'm doing it.
Thank you.
I mean, it's weird.
No, I like this on your show where you eat food and you're waiting for your reaction. you know?
Yes. So that's not just the tomato sauce, but a vodka sauce, and then instead of just basil, they did a pesto. So it's double sauce.
Now, here's a question.
They did it.
It's so
not
good.
me. This is
Wow, it's like if you can't decide if you want a red sauce or a
yes,
pesto, you get
You
both.
get both.
And the cheese
it
is
actually
amazing.
goes with it. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
It is so good.
And the bread,
And the
right?
The bread is really amazing.
It's almost like somebody
God.
took the best pizza dough and made it into a focaccia. Like
The cheese is
people
so good.
get to Lorenzo. That's all I want to say.
The day that I saw Paul at the ball game, we had a plan with Brad to go to Craig's restaurant. Do you know
Yes,
Craig's
no, well, yeah.
after the game? Because
Yes.
the game usually ends, would end at like 8.
Right.
The game went till midnight. So I was going to have dinner with, it was an agent, Brad, Rob Lowe. That was the
fun.
and just for that one picture for my wife, somewhere where she could be married to someone in a picture with Rob Lowe.
Yes.
I was very disappointed the game went that long, but it still had a happy ending.
Sounds like a fun thing. Wait, can I open this?
Oh, and their
Oh,
chicken
it's
parm.
for you?
Okay,
That's the
okay.
best chicken parm I've had in LA. Do you like? Have you?
Yes, it's great.
That is
It's great.
insane. Okay. Holy
let's see.
moly. What did you guys get?
Oh, they went. I
Wait, this
think
is
they,
so fun. I'm so
Lorenzo's
excited.
went a little overboard because they're so sweet.
Okay, what are
Heather,
these
can you
different
show
ones?
this to camera?
Okay, yes.
You can use
Okay,
your camera.
I'm so excited. So I couldn't decide
Just
what to order, but now I get to try
tilt
all.
it up a little bit so that
Okay,
people
yeah.
can
Is
see.
this camera or that? Oh, that camera. Okay, cool.
I want them to see the quality of the
We're
sandwiches.
so
There you go.
lucky.
Careful.
Oops.
Careful.
Okay. It's a little work of art. We don't want anything to happen.
Do you see it? All right.
Oh my god.
Good.
That is so
Thank
yummy.
you, Lorenzo.
okay.
By the way, usually we have like Judd Apatow. There was one sandwich for the three of us.
Oh my
Somehow this
True.
has become.
So what is
A
what are we?
feast.
Look,
so
people
we've
love Heather
decided,
Graham.
Everything.
and
Oh no, I think they love you guys, right?
and
This is-
Lorenzo. I think
Yeah,
we
they love
order
you.
from them a lot more now.
Okay, let's try
Oh,
this
look
guy.
at her, look
That
at
looks
that. That's
insane. You're not
beautiful.
having any of it, or
You know what? If there's leftover, I'll have it for dinner.
okay?
But I
well,
just
I'm
had-
sure there's going to be leftovers because
So-
no. Oh, that's my
Montana.
publicist.
Oh, okay. Let them in.
Oh my god. Okay, no. So I was reading everyone's reviews, like this sandwich and that sandwich, and trying to figure out which sandwich to order.
Yeah,
Is that what you do when you go places? You
Always.
just- yeah.
always, because I want to make sure I get the best thing that they have.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the mortadella.
Okay. Is
That's
that the best
Super
one?
famous
Okay.
for them, but there's no bad. They don't do a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little trip to Italy, isn't it? In fact, it's a little better, I'm going to say, than some of the sandwich places in Italy that I've been. Because
Wow.
the bread is very special.
Oh my god.
The bread is half the sandwich, David. Don't make me say it again.
So wait, should I try them all?
Of course you should. I love Heather's gusto.
I have foodie friends, and they would literally die to be here right now eating these sandwiches.
Aw.
Yeah.
With Phil.
No.
Yeah, they would. They live in Greece, though.
Oh, I'll visit them then.
No, that's a really good food place too.
You know what? I've never been there.
Really?
I've been around the world
Okay.
a couple times. And
Do you
so
want to
far,
have these other halves, or do you want this whole box, or what are you?
he wants that
wanting?
whole box.
No, I'm good.
You're not going to eat it?
I'm going to
He
have
will.
the other part
Xavier,
of the half of this. But
Take,
hey,
take
Xavier,
whatever
please.
you want.
It's
Oh my
all for
God.
Montana. We have a feeling Montana's
Otherwise,
going to
I'm
want
I'm keeping whatever's left for dinner for my family.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Raffaello.
Now, we were also thinking,
So it's
I think we
pistachio?
ordered actually more,
Wow.
Phil, because
Yeah.
we thought we should explain.
Yeah.
I don't know how well, you know Heather through Tom. Can you
I do.
explain how you guys
But
have
it's many
met over the
years now. It's and then we run into each other at the night before Oscar party, which is the last time I saw you. I think last year. That party, I have to say, used to be better because everyone up for an Oscar
Would be there.
would show up, and I think for 10 years, I would shake the hand of the person who was
won.
about to win Best Actor the next day. And it was so much fun, especially if you love movies and you love the business, like I do. I love every aspect of show business except the business. But the people that you see on screen that you think are amazing, that never gets old to me. That's why I'm excited to have you here today.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well, you're terrific.
Well, no, it was so fun to see you guys at that party. And, you know, I think I met you because Tom and I went to Korea.
That's
and we
right.
did that food show.
Yes, talk
and then
about
he
that.
introduced me to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm obsessed with food. I mean, I can
And Tom,
really...
we should explain, is one of the great Raymond writers, a great
That's right.
friend.
Of course.
Not
The
only
original
not only
stand-up
that-
I
buddy.
think I have to try
That's
all
right.
of these. Is that bad?
I love it.
I just
That
found
one,
small.
that might be the same.
Is this the same?
It looks the same.
The Koto, this is the same as that?
Does it look the same, or does it
Oh,
look
this says
different?
special crudo.
No, but that mortadella there,
Yeah. Is
I
that
think
the
is
same?
I think they gave us maybe
Two?
two of those. Yeah,
Okay, so you know, because you've...
it looks the same.
No, but this is the one that has truffles. 'cause
Oh,
I spent-
there you go.
I
That's a
spent-
different topic. Yes.
Okay, listen, I spent
Do
30
it.
minutes online reading about every sandwich.
I love
Is
that you're into it.
sad?
And that one is not the same. You see the spicy.
No, that is not the same. Here, I'm
That
just-
might be the Diavolo.
I mean, just having a good meal just makes your day so much better, right?
Yeah. Did you love Korea?
Yeah, I mean, the food is amazing. I
Yes.
got to go with a friend. I got to become friends with Tom.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, it was incredible. I love visiting other countries like you and cultures and things like that.
What's funny is that Tom is in my Korea show as well.
Really?
We did Seoul, and
Oh, my God.
he
Oh, he went with
he
you?
went. Yeah, he came. We had
I
so
got to
much
watch
fun.
that one. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Okay, best
Look at her face.
catering.
I
What was
love
the
that.
what movie in all your movies? What was the best catering, and what was the worst catering on any movie you've ever been in?
Well, most movies are pretty bad.
I don't understand.
I mean, like, they're good, better than, like, terrible. But, I mean, it's just, like, mass-produced food. But I would say Austin Powers, they had pretty good catering.
And a good movie.
Yeah.
It's very important.
What about on Everybody Loves Raymond?
The
Did you guys
best
have
craft
good food?
service in town. I made it my business. I actually set out to have the best craft service in town. So we had a guy there, chef.
What did you have?
He would make fresh soups every day. He would do specials. He would do sandwiches, not unlike this. He would do,
What kind of soup?
oh, you name it. He would, every day was another giant pot of delicious soup.
Oh my God.
People, you know, why doesn't anyone know their lines? Because they're having soup at sandwiches and backstage. It was great. And once in a while we'd fly in food from other cities to have on the craft service table.
Oh my God.
Like deli sandwiches from New York. Once a year, we brought in stone crabs from Florida
Oh my God.
and go in the writer's room and get the
Oh my
hammers
God.
from
Everyone
the set.
must have loved you so much, right?
It does inspire loyalty. Because,
That is
you know, the
amazing.
army travels on its stomach. And one of the best ways to show that you care about people
Is
is
food.
to feed them.
No, I know. That's why I like having people over for dinner or lunch and I make
Yes.
them food. And it's one of my favorite things. And in fact, my friends are like, you should have a food show or
Why
you should
don't
make
you?
some more. I know. I kind of want to. So I'm kind of thinking about it. But I love having people over and making them food. It's the best. And I love when people have me over and make me food.
Yes.
It's very loving.
You
know?
were here for movie night, I think.
Yeah,
weren't
I did.
you?
I was there. Mhm.
So you saw that we make pizzas and stuff,
It's
and
the best. It's
I
the
mean-
best. And Tom makes the best bread, right?
he really does.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can make a bread like this.
Mm.
He makes a different kind of bread.
Now, Tom has been, of all the writers in the Raymond world, he's become a huge foodie and
Yes.
connected to a lot of great chefs that I remember.
Yes.
But so did you inspire each other?
I think yes. I think
Because I remember
everyone,
I met you before you had your show. And you were
Absolutely.
like, I think I'm going to do this show. And I'm like,
Yes.
that sounds amazing. And the next thing you know, 8 seasons later,
By the way,
you're killing
it
it.
wasn't the next thing you know. It took me 10 years to get the food show.
Really?
Yes.
how did you do it?
Persistence.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I tell people this who look at me and go, wow, how can I have that job?
Mm-hmm.
You can have any job you want as long as you make it a priority in your life to do so. And
Yeah.
if you make something a true priority in your life, like a goal to have this thing, and you devote yourself to it,
Yeah.
it may take 10 years.
Wow.
But-
Why did it take that long? Because you're such a successful person in television. Like, I would think they would just be like,
over
oh,
in
yeah.
this department.
Right.
making a sitcom. So when you switch lanes, I don't know if you've tried to switch lanes
No,
in
I
Hollywood.
have. Yeah.
They see you as one thing. They like you as that one thing. They think you'll make money for them at that one thing.
They're afraid to take a risk. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I was up against. It was like I had never worked in show business at all.
Wow.
Because first of all, you on camera, they said to me, who wants to look at that? Second,
That was his wife said that.
this is a completely different avenue. And by the way, that avenue doesn't make the money that sitcoms make.
Or
if
made.
if they work. Right. Or made, yes. They're barely alive, the sitcom
Really?
format right now.
Okay.
Yeah, especially the 4-camera sitcom with a live audience that we loved.
Speaking of which, Tom, our friend Tom, did say to me right before you walked up that he was, and he thought it's a crazy story. I don't know if you want to tell it, but he said you did do a sitcom that he was at one point
right.
going to
Worked
help
on,
you
right.
with, that he said was one of those crazy situations that go.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Can you tell us your experience in the sitcom world? Because we're going to talk mainly about all these great movies.
It was a single camera. But no, I did a series and then it didn't get picked up. But Tom was one of the writers. And actually that's the first time I met him.
And what
Yeah.
year would have that would have been?
I don't know, actually. Maybe somewhere in the 2000s-ish.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think it was after Raymond, certainly, because he was available.
Yeah,
So it
but
would have
Tom
been
is
maybe right after
awesome.
that.
You know, he's like
So
handsome,
funny.
cool, funny
Yes.
guy, like talented.
That's what he has going
You know
for
what?
him.
Don't call him handsome because it just goes to his head.
He was
my God.
also, just for the record, I believe when I was hanging around, he was the only single writer on the in the group of writers. So he was a lot of anger towards him.
Really?
I think some jealousy. Is that fair to say, Phil?
He was the only single one, yes. And he would ask us, what's wrong with you? Just move the suitcase when somebody came in and was complaining that he was having a fight with his wife over who was going to move the suitcase after a trip. And,
But now he's married, right? He has a kid.
and now he knows why he doesn't move the suitcase.
Hello, everybody. I am no stranger to therapy. Let me just tell you that. I think it's great if you need it. It's a wonderful tool, like you'd go to the doctor if you broke your arm, right? So if you're having troubles in your head, why not go to a doctor for that too? But when I was younger, out of school, struggling in New York, struggling with being maybe a little depressed that I wasn't getting ahead the way I thought I should at this time, I couldn't really find a therapist that I could afford, especially one that would take my little insurance. So if you found yourself in that situation, you should check out Rula. Rula does things differently. They partner with over 100 insurance plans, making the average copay just $15 per session. That's real therapy from licensed professionals at a price that actually makes sense. Think about it. You use your insurance benefit to maintain your physical health, so why wouldn't you do the same for your mental health? And Rula isn't just affordable. The experience is tailored around you. Other online therapy platforms might match you with the first available provider, whether or not they're the right fit. Rula considers your goals, preferences, and background to provide you a curated list of licensed in-network therapists who are actually aligned with what you need, because they know that finding the right therapist can make all the difference. No wait lists, no frustrating back and forth. Rula makes it easy to find a mental health provider who is accepting new patients, and appointments are available as soon as tomorrow. Plus, Rula sticks with you throughout your journey, checking in to make sure your care is helping you move forward. I want you to go to rula.com/nakedlunch to get started today. That's RULA.com/nakedlunch for quality therapy that's covered by insurance. Thousands of people are already using Rula to get affordable, high-quality therapy that's actually covered by insurance. So remember, visit Rula.com/nakedlunch to get started. After you sign up, you'll be asked how you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you. That's RULA.com/nakedlunch. You deserve mental health care that works with you, not against your budget.
Wait, you guys, look at the destruction I've created right here. I tried every sandwich.
By the way, I've been watching you, and I'm really
I'm trying
proud.
not to get it on my clothes.
I'm actually really proud of you.
Really? Because I tried every one.
This is what I want from a guest, is someone who's excited about the lunch.
There's never been on our podcast in 180 episodes as elegant a guest who has destroyed as much sandwich, an eclectic range of sandwich in front of us. It's fantastic.
I tried every
While
single
wearing
sandwich.
a nightgown, a beautiful nightgown. This is all. Elaine May didn't even do that. Allison Janney didn't do that.
You're also, she's elegant doing it.
She is very elegant.
Well, not if you look at this.
Now, can I want to ask a question. You don't have to answer this if it's too cringy.
Okay.
What did your dad was in the FBI? You were nerdy in high school. You come out, now you're in Boogie Nights. What do your parents say?
Well, I'm estranged from my family.
Okay.
Yeah, mainly my father, but he kind of rules the family. But no, he's very, very extremely religious in a very judgmental way. He basically is doesn't believe in sex before marriage.
Yes.
I had a boyfriend and I was living with him when I was 23. He disowned. He was like, I won't sit at the same table with him.
You're 23. You're grown up.
Yeah. I was a grown up. I was supporting myself financially.
It's not like you're a teen bride or something.
No, he sent me a letter saying, I know Hollywood/Satan has claimed your immortal soul. But
Hollywood/Satan.
That's the greatest title I've ever heard.
Satan.
That should be the name of your book.
Yeah.
Has claimed your mortal soul?
Yeah. But these people that are so religious and they're always judging everyone, you always what are the skeletons in your closet? Do you know
They're
what I
always
mean?
the worst.
They're the worst. So he was quite abusive person.
Oh, shoot.
But he was always acting like everyone else is going to go. His main thing was oh, you're going to go to hell. If we watched by accident, a PG-13 rated movie, he would be you could go to hell for watching people have sex out of marriage. Things like that.
Wow.
By the way, when you said from hell, the other person I spoke to, I was texting with today, is Alan Hughes, who's a friend who was on the podcast.
I
and
love it.
Who you
He's been on
started
this podcast?
yes, on this podcast. Greatest guy. I worked with him on the Defiant Ones, the Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre documentary. And
They're really
he just
talented.
said she is, I think, an angel or wonderful
really?
and
Well,
wonderful.
that's nice.
And I thought,
I'm
okay,
glad
when you're
nobody
in,
said bad things. Well, if someone said something bad, would you say it?
I
or
would
no?
not have brought it
No,
up.
You would not have.
no, I only asked
Uh-huh.
Paul Thomas Anderson and Alan Hughes, so they both love you. So that's a good start. I won't ask any more directors today, unless they're at the Dodger game.
If they're going to say nice things,
Do you have a favorite project that you did or have done or still doing?
well, I mean, Boogie Nights was a special moment. And of course, so many people have seen Austin Powers, but I started to get into directing and writing and producing. So I directed a movie called Chosen Family recently. That was really fun to be behind the camera and writing something. And now I'm working on a bunch of other development projects, and I'm working on having my own production company, doing female driven stories.
Yes.
So my two things I'm working on, production company telling female driven stories, kind of like a Hello Sunshine, Lucky Chap type thing.
Yeah.
And I would also like to have some kind of food show too.
You've come to the
And
right
that's why
place.
she's here.
Yeah.
Well, this
Yeah.
is a food show. This is your first. This is the pilot.
I could seriously just talk about food only,
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
Tell
it's
me your
so fun.
favorite. First, okay, let's do this. Favorite LA places.
Okay. Well, first of all, my house and my cooking, I have to say, is really good. There's something really special about making food for yourself and
Yes.
making food for your friends, and sometimes I have friends that come over and they make insane food. I have a friend named Michelle Lee. Her family's from Taiwan. So she will come over and she will make me dumplings from scratch. This is a gift she's given her. She's done a hot pot, or she's done a barbecue. And
Can I come on that night?
you could.
That
Yeah.
sounds
Do you want to?
amazing. Of
Yeah.
course I do.
No,
Who
she's
doesn't want dumplings from scratch?
but she lives in New York. She comes out here a lot though, because some of her family lives out here. But no, eating at home. But okay, other restaurants. I mean, Mozza, of course, is amazing, right? You can't just the bread there, and the burrata bar is insane. I mean, I love sushi. So, katsuya, sugarfish, nobu, matsuhisu.
Have you been to Sushi Zo?
No. Is that really good?
We can go there.
Dudley Market has a really good hamburger. I like
Yes.
the
I don't
there's
know,
a
but where
cute
is that?
vibe
Venice.
there.
Oh, wow.
It's in Venice. But I'm a little bit of a creature of habit. Like I
Yeah.
need to branch out and try more different restaurants.
Well, there is a new restaurant in this immediate neighborhood where if you like Moza, can you tell about a little
Oh wait,
place?
one last one before I forget. Matu Kai. Have you guys been there? It's like a steak place in Brentwood.
I know it well because it started on Beverly
Did
Drive.
it? Okay, I just went there for the
Matu.
first time.
Matu Kai is,
Yeah.
I think Kai, what does Kai mean? Maybe it means
I
number
don't
2.
know. Does
Because
it?
it's that, not in the way you filthy people are thinking, but the second one. I
Okay.
mean, because Matu, the original, is a grass-fed Wagyu beef steakhouse, and then they actually do Wagyu beef Philly cheesesteaks.
Which we discussed with Jerry Greenberg in an episode, who was one of the guys who
He created
it.
So he's brilliant.
Oh my God, that place is great.
It is great.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, we're-
my favorite restaurant. Matu is my favorite restaurant in Los Angeles.
Really? Because
And
I was
maybe in the
eating
world.
it and I'm just like, my mind is being blown right now. Yeah.
Because you're having a steak dinner.
Yeah.
It's sliced thin because it's a lower fat content. So if you want it, beautifully rare and
Yeah.
delicious,
Yeah.
you can't overcook it.
Yeah.
And then it's great. And when you leave,
Mm-hmm.
you do not feel bloated and full and sick.
But we are learning so much because last night we realized we hadn't ordered for lunch, and Phil asked, "Can someone check if Heather's a vegan?" And the thing is, that's going to liking Matu and a spinoff of Matu.
Well, I have to say,
makes
I
you
have-
far from a vegan.
Yeah.
I have 2 friends that are extremely active. They're vegan activists, right? So I have dinner parties. I make them a lot of vegan food. I definitely eat vegan food like part of the week, but I occasionally do splurge and have a hamburger and a
Yeah.
steak. I hope she doesn't get too mad at me. But
She won't.
No.
What was your favorite of these?
okay, well, I don't know, maybe the Raffaello because I like the what is it? A pepperoncini?
Pepperoncini?
Yeah, that thing is really, really good.
Yeah.
But they were all amazing, I have to say. Amazing. Yours was amazing because it's like warm and you have like the different sauces and that cheese felt like so delicious.
It's a lovely thing.
I mean, cheese is kind of one of the best things, right? Because you know how people are like, oh, I don't eat dairy or whatever.
You're missing out.
Dairy's like the best, right?
I mean, you don't want to overdo any one thing, but
how do you beat
a
eating
life
cheese?
of balance is good.
No, I just watched your episode where you went to Italy and you were eating all the cheeses and I was really jealous. I was like, I want to eat that cheese.
Phil, but we didn't talk about the
Yeah.
new restaurant in town that Heather will want to be checking out.
So if you like mozza,
Yeah.
I have a dream that's come true on Larchmont Boulevard, which is a diner where the food is elevated the way these sandwiches are elevated. Diner classics, just with the best ingredients and a chef who knows how to cook. And that chef's name is Nancy Silverton.
Oh my God. And what is it called?
It's called Max and Helen's. It's named after my parents.
No, that's what I love about your show, how you show your parents. It's so cute. They're adorable.
Yes.
And the restaurant
Oh my
is
God.
adorable.
And
I
so
went for a test burger
Wow.
with Phil, and it was unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Along with Mason and
We're
So
having
you're friends with Nancy Silverton?
for 30 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We're going to have some friends and family meals, and you're going to come
Yes.
before we open. We're going to open around Thanksgiving.
Mm.
But before that,
Yes. I mean, the bread that she makes is insane.
yes, she was La Brea Bakery, so she knows about that stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, go
That's
ahead.
incredible.
to prepare for
Okay.
this, I was beyond watching Boogie Nights, which was good because I impressed
So entertaining.
Paul that I'd watched it the day of the game. But I also listened to a bunch of podcasts, and it seems like you've done a little tour lately of podcasts, and I've learned so much.
Well, one of my best friends just launched 2 of her own podcasts.
Was that Liz? Liz Plank, which is a very that was one I listened to this morning when I was walking my Cavapoo, and I blushed in front of my dog because that one gets a little. It's great. It just it was
a little
in the morning. It's at 6:30. It was exciting. No,
It's a raunchy podcast?
No, it's an honest,
There's
open
nothing
women.
she won't talk about, you know?
Yes.
Like, she is funny. She's one of my best friends, but she'll be
Yes.
like, wow, I'm having my period right now. Or like, we're both like, well, should we go gay? Like, how do we go gay? And one of her roommates just went gay. So we're like, how do you have gay sex? And we were just like calling her.
That's what our podcast is. The theme of our podcast.
Maybe we should get a little more.
Risque?
Yeah.
No, our wives would not even want that. Especially perhaps our wives.
No, I
would
love
not.
how you guys both seem so sweet, and you guys
We
it's
seem
very-
sweet.
but you're not.
Yeah, you'd ask our significant others. Well,
You're
I'll tell
not.
you, when I think about
David's
sweetness,
very sweet.
my
Yeah,
wife
not
is.
you though. You
no,
seem so sweet.
Phil is sweeter than I am,
No, no,
and I'm
I-
semi-sweet.
It's all an act.
But actually,
Mm-hmm.
another podcast you did made me think about someone who I thought
Which
was so
one?
sweet, who was a friend of yours. You did Kristen Davis's
I know.
podcast.
Oh, I love
Okay,
her.
that was like
From
okay.
Sex and the City,
Do you know how important that TV show was to me? Because
and you played yourself on it.
I was on it. Yeah, I had a cameo. But like as a woman growing up at the time period,
Yes.
like that show was so important and iconic because there weren't a lot of shows where it was like, here's a single woman having a great time. It was
Yes.
always like, better get married and have kids right away or else something bad will happen to you, you know? And she was just part of that show, which made it look so fun to just be single. And you know, not that of course it's great if you find love, but it was like, oh, you know, both things could be fun for a woman. It's not just like you better find a husband or else you're like miserable, you know? So that was really
Kristen
important.
Davis and I did
Yeah?
children's theater in New York.
Are you
What?
serious? How old
True.
were you?
26.
Oh, that is cute. She's so nice. Like, you know, when you meet people and you're like, I hope they don't crush my opinion of like how much but she's a very incredibly sweet person.
Was she nice then?
Adorable.
Yeah, she's adorable. She's funny.
Are you still close with her?
I mean, we're not close friends. I would
Yeah.
like to become friends with her. Yeah,
Okay.
she's very
Well,
cool.
if you talk to her, tell her I said.
I will. No, I have her.
But
info.
on that podcast, you said something about, you mentioned somebody who I think about more than I should, because I didn't know him well, but Willie Garson, who was your
yeah,
friend
yeah.
He was my friend too.
during the
Really?
pandemic.
He was my neighbor when I first lived in Beechwood before I bought my house.
The greatest guy.
He lived
I
next
just think
door,
about
yeah.
him because during the pandemic, my wife was bringing food. We were doing like food donations, and
Mm-hmm.
my wife is a very good person, and he was sort of in charge of it. So we were dropping off at his house a lot, and he
That's
just
sweet.
seemed like one of those. And he was he had adopted, I
Yes.
think, a kid, and
He did.
He seemed like the
loved
most
him,
beautiful
and we would
guy.
have lunch now and then, and you made me sad just now because it's kind of stunning that he's not with us.
It's really bizarre
very
people
young.
that die young and
Yeah.
like why him? But before I bought my house, I lived on a street and Willie lived next to me and Johnny Knoxville lived across the street. And it was really cute, fun, you know, it was fun.
that's a good neighborhood.
It was.
But I just think about him because I think I saw him helping others, like
Yeah.
accepting donations, and like a week later,
Yeah.
I read he was gone. I'm like, what a
I mean, he's like a young person to die, you know, it's
What was he,
really
in
sad.
his 40s? That was terrible.
It's sad.
All right.
on a
Bless you.
happier
Yeah,
note.
I want to
Bless
keep
you,
eating
Willie.
the sandwiches.
You can
What's
keep
your
going.
favorite sandwich? The chicken parm that you won?
Well, I'm partial to that because I actually helped them create it,
I know,
and
it's
so it was kind of
amazing.
my dream sandwich,
It really
right?
is amazing.
But the ones in front of
Right.
you
Okay.
are undeniably
favorite.
great. Yes,
Mhm.
yes, we got a selection of the best, I think.
And the one
I
with
also, by the way,
truffle?
they make a killer tuna. Do you like tuna sandwich?
Mhm.
That's kind of my go-to,
Mm.
tuna or turkey, because I'm trying to be
Wow.
a little healthy when I have a sandwich.
That's
Hi,
Montana.
would you
She's
like-
Montana, their sandwiches.
Yeah, no, you should
Are you
try.
sure?
Try.
You're a person; you need to eat.
You should try like at least a little bit of one, right? Like I cut some of these in half.
They're very nice. Hi. What do you mean? Oh, we're all the same. We're all the same. Yeah. How sweet. Yes, you're with them too. Same publicists. 2 p.m. sharp. It's called. We'll give them a plug. They need the business.
They're great.
Yeah. Nice to see you, Montana.
Can I ask about another movie that is one of my favorite movies of all time?
Yeah.
And I don't think,
Schindler's List.
no, even funnier. No, the movie I was thinking of is a movie that I think is a classic, and yet I don't know that like my kids' generation even have seen it. I think I've showed it to my sons, but
Yeah.
most young people don't know it. the Bowfinger to me is one of the greatest movies
my God,
ever
it's so
made.
good.
And I don't know. I'd love to create a reason for another generation because it's like
People don't know that movie.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit of that movie and the cast? That's quite a cast you were in.
That was really cool. It was right after I did Boogie Nights, so I got offered this amazing movie with Steve Martin as the lead and Eddie Murphy as the lead. So that was just like
two of the funniest people in history.
Yeah, so just that was incredible. And Frank Oz, who's amazing, and he did the Muppets and he did the voice of Yoda and Miss Piggy and all these incredible characters. And it's so fun to be in that movie. But there are some younger, like Nat Wolff and Alex Wolff. They both love that movie, and they're like young. So I mean, but yeah, I think it's not as famous, that movie. But I'm super proud to be in it.
But it's great. Mm-hmm. What was he like, Eddie?
He was nice. I mean,
Eddie Murphy, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've never met him?
I might have met him for a second.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time with him.
You
Did you?
And
so you know everyone basically.
no,
yes, he knows. No, he's
but
interviewed everybody.
I spent a lot of time with him where he plays me the music he makes because
that's
what
right.
people don't realize with him is he has
He
a whole
loves it.
alternate life
Yes.
where he's making records.
Yeah.
He played me 10 years ago a record that was really great. Like his far and away the best thing he's ever done.
You know what? I do remember a conversation I had where he was talking about how he really wanted to be like a rock star or like a singer. And I thought, wow, that's so interesting. This guy who's like one of the funniest people who's ever lived, like a comedian that people would just kill to be in his position, actually wants to be doing something different than. Do you know what I mean? Because you
It's
would
like
think
I want to be Bruce Springsteen, but that's not going to happen.
It could still happen. I saw
is
the
cool.
movie. You could play him in Deliver Me Too. Deliver Me from Nothing Too.
See Springsteen at his second most depressed.
I want to see that movie. I heard it was good. Have you guys seen it?
I haven't seen it.
We have not seen it. Both of us are Bruce obsessed. Because of the World Series, I really was waiting another week. But I have to say, if you love someone as much as I think we both are
Idolized.
He's amazing.
Generation.
Yeah.
I'm from New Jersey.
I
I'm
got to meet
obsessed.
him like once or twice. He was really seemed really nice.
How was that?
Sure to you.
It was exciting. No, when I'm sure you feel this way, but when you're an actor and you're like, okay, some people think like they know who I am, but you just feel like a normal person who's a fan. And then you get to meet all these people. Like,
That's right.
Like, Bono and
Yes.
just like Chris Martin and like all these people. And you're just like, oh my gosh, like it's fun.
Well, you
is.
are the star of Lenny Kravitz, another real rock. If, in terms of the rock star, he sort of defines the look of one now.
That's true. Yeah.
American Woman. That's your video, right?
I'm in it. Yeah. I'm the American woman, I guess. Yeah,
Yes, you
yeah,
are.
archetype.
Yeah. That was funny.
When you get stopped on the street from people, fans, what do they bring up? What movie? Anything from TV?
Well, it depends on the person, like there's, if it's like a bro-y guy, it could be The Hangover. It's like a film lover. It could be Boogie Nights. If it's just a lot of people watch Austin
If it's a heroin user, it could be Drugstore Cowboy.
Yeah. Or like certain people like, I watch Scrubs, or I don't know. There's people love Bowfinger, even though it's not as well. There are a lot of people that really like that. People love Twin Peaks. Like I was in the, second season of the first Twin Peaks, but no, it's different. It's interesting.
Oh no, my younger son is a Twin Peaks fanatic. We actually went to like Seattle and that up north, and then did the tour of every possible location.
Wow. Yeah,
I know that you said something about he influenced your life, David Lynch, with TM a little bit.
Yeah,
I will say I had the opposite experience of that with him,
really?
Just because I was asked to interview him by Ringo Starr with him.
Wow.
About transcendental meditation. And when I asked, at one point, he asked me a question and said, do you meditate? Like the first thing. And I'm like, well, I meditate by listening to his band, the Beatles, and he went, that's not meditation. He got sort of mad.
He has a very distinctive voice too, right? He's like, that's not meditation.
It was a little, and so Ringo, to his credit, laughed and said, well, clearly the meditation's working for you, David, because you're yelling at him. So I may never meditate as a result.
So Ringo protected you.
Ringo looked after me. Yeah.
Do you meditate every day?
I do. I meditate every day for 40 minutes a day.
Oh.
And I already did it today.
Not 20 and 20, 40.
I mean, you're supposed to spread it out and do 20 and 20, but sometimes I just
do 40. So one
40.
sandwich, you'll have one sandwich, then meditate, then have the next sandwich.
No, I knock them both out. Because, okay, I'm not really a morning person. So I'm like, it helps me wake up. Otherwise you have to remember later in the day. Sometimes I'll split it, but a lot of times I'll just do 2 at once in the morning. That might not be what you're supposed to do. Yeah, it's kind of a thing where you're supposed to, if you lay down, you're going to fall asleep. So they tell you to sit in a chair, like without leaning your head back so that you don't like fall asleep, basically. That's how you're supposed to do it.
I'm doing it wrong.
Are you doing
Because
it?
Quite often I fall asleep. I don't do it every day.
Are you doing TM?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think of
I even
it?
went to class and I thought it was brilliant.
Who taught you?
Forgot his name. It was many years ago.
Bob Roth?
Nope.
No. Okay.
But I recommend it. Because at the very least,
Yeah.
you're shutting off your phone for 20 minutes.
It's true. It's true.
And not doing things.
It's true.
And just having a rest.
And it gets you to feel like I can have a peaceful place inside myself and I can just find that in any moment without having to do anything. Like without having to eat
great.
something or do drugs or be with other people. You know what I mean? It's like
Yes.
you have that in you.
I love it. But many times if I do it in the afternoon, Grandpa falls asleep.
That's funny.
Well,
That's cute.
But
maybe that's
listen,
good. Maybe you needed a nap. Maybe
I think that's good. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I feel better after.
Yeah.
And isn't that the point?
Yeah. I mean, that's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how often do you actually do it?
A couple times a week.
Yeah. That's good.
I should do it every day.
I think
But
it's great.
The truth is I don't have time. But I know what you're going to say. You got to make the time. It's easy to make the time to find
Well,
the time.
I think it's great that you're doing it at all.
Yes.
You know, so many people don't do it.
Have you tried this, David?
I have not.
Let's do it now. Everybody.
Okay, let's do it.
And that's the podcast took a turn.
And then they didn't talk for
I
the
don't
rest of
understand.
the
There were
time.
20 minutes of nothing.
Well, I wanted to ask you, being like, I've listened to enough of your podcast now that I heard over
You're
a
sweet.
few
Thanks
years.
for listening.
No, but
Yeah.
the thing that's really interesting is like you talking about what you went through with your family. I can hear the evolution just in the, 5 years of podcasts that it seems to be out there,
Interesting.
that you've been more and more open about your healing journey with beyond TM. I don't know. It just sounds like you've really like healed yourself and been through a lot of growth. And it's even interesting. Like I heard one podcast where you were talking about people you worked with, some of whom may not have been canceled to varying degrees. I've heard you talk about Harvey Weinstein, who is the only person you talk about. Phil said I was a nice guy. I am a nice guy. The only person I've ever gotten into an argument shouting match with was Harvey
Well,
Weinstein.
good for you, because he's intimidating.
I
So
wish it had been about his
strong.
treatment of women. It was just about him being a
dick to
douchebag
you.
to me.
Yeah.
But
He yelled at me.
he yelled at you?
Yes.
Now that's wrong. Where was that?
I went for a job interview in New York when I was 25. And he had Miramax.
Okay.
And I worked at a movie company. It's one of my odd jobs that I had while I was a struggling actor. And I came in and I was going for the job. And I gave him my resume and he was at his desk and his brother was sitting next to me. And I give him my resume and he's looking it over and he goes, "So why do you want a job here?" I said, "Oh, well, I love your movies." And he goes, "Liar." I said,
Wow.
"Excuse me?" And he goes, "Liar, you're a liar. You work at this other company and you're here spying for them."
Wow.
And I looked,
Paranoia.
I didn't know what to do. So I looked at his brother,
Yeah.
He was see if he was joking.
like
Yeah,
to see, is
yeah.
this real? And his brother said, "Liar."
Oh my God.
Oh my, what's happening? And Harvey stood up
Cocaine?
and
I don't
put
know.
his hands on the desk and leaned over the desk as if he was going to eat me and started screaming like a maniac, "Get the fuck out," like this. And he goes, "You just want a job." And I'm thinking, "Oh, actually, I don't want a job here."
Yeah, exactly.
Goodbye now.
Imagine being his assistant. That must be.
Imagine being in his orbit
soul-killing.
at all.
Yeah, yeah.
He was yelling at me at the White House and
God.
poking me, like in front of Secret Service guys, like demanding that I put in another infomercial in the president's speech. And I said, with all due respect, and which there was no respect due.
Yeah, exactly.
But with
Yeah.
all due respect, I'm not going to write an infomercial for the leader of the free world. He went, "Yes, you will." And I went, "No, I won't."
I mean, thank God the guy's in jail
Yeah, for now.
for now. At least with the day that news came out, I'm like, I've never read a piece of news that I liked more, because there's so many, disturbing things going on in the news. But the
What do you
day
mean?
that he was like fired, I was like, this is a great day.
A little bit of justice in the
Yes,
world.
a little bit of justice.
Now we just need a little more.
Yeah,
Well, can I ask a
exactly,
question?
exactly,
It's like,
yeah.
because this is something Phil may have some sense of it now that he's a rock star. I see
Foodie?
bachelorette parties that go up to him fawningly. But being
cute.
Heather Graham, like, have you had to develop a great instinct for when people come up to you, if you say like the broy type, can you sense the level of creepiness? Do you have some sort of meter in your head that goes 80% chance
I would say
of creepiness?
Just being an attractive person, you're almost born with that detector.
I mean, usually people are really nice. Most people are very nice. I mean, I'll say one of the things that would happen that would be weird is like if you're in like let's say I was in Mexico at a restaurant and someone will ask for a selfie and then everyone will go, why are they taking a selfie with that person? I'm sure you've had this. And then suddenly everyone comes up and like, oh, I want a selfie. And the next thing you know, you've just taken 35 selfies and you're like, okay, I want to be a nice person. But that was like really a lot of selfies to take.
I heard this wonderful story about Paul McCartney, who was eating in the coffee shop, the Lexington coffee shop at 86th, I want to say, in Lexington in New York. And I noticed his picture was on the wall with a group of firemen. Mm-hmm. And the owner was telling me this story about that picture. And he said Paul was dating Linda, who lived across the street. And so they would come in the coffee shop 3-4 times a week. And people would come up and ask for a picture. This is even before the phone, right? Mm-hmm. And he would say, I really don't do pictures because if I do, everyone...
Right.
I would never have a moment's peace.
Right.
So I think that's fair to say. Now, the thing about the firemen was that was taken after 9/11.
Oh,
and
man.
Paul noticed the firemen eating. Mm-hmm. And he said, my father was a fireman and I'd love to have a photo with you. Oh. And that's so sweet.
Yeah.
The moment he sits down, a guy from another part of the coffee shop says, may I have a picture?
Oh,
and he says, I'm so
being
sorry.
a Beatles got to be way harder.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
He says, I'm sorry I don't. He goes, but it's my wife's birthday. She's over there and it would mean so much to her. He says, I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, okay, he's really,
boundaries, I guess.
Boundaries. But here's what he does. When he's done eating, he walks over to the table and sings happy birthday to her.
Oh, wow. That's very cool. Did they film it?
No, but how about that? Have you ever heard that story?
Sweet.
Is that incredible?
That's really sweet.
So what's better than a picture?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that level of fame is other level.
The owner of the coffee shop goes, I'll never forget that. I said, I'll never forget that. And I'm just the guy you told it to.
Oh,
yeah.
That's really cool.
Really cool.
That's really, really
so
cool.
that you can set boundaries is the point.
Yeah, you can. So is it, I mean, so you go to how do you decide where you're going to travel to? And can I interview you as part of your podcast?
I'll come on your podcast.
How do you decide all the different cool places? Do you read about the food there? And then you're
yes,
I want to.
That's part of it.
Okay.
It's where I want to go.
Okay.
And there's places I haven't been yet, like Greece, that I'm dying to go.
Oh, you haven't been?
No,
okay, so my friends in Greece, they are full foodies. We are all we eat food and we're just chewing it. We're like waiting to just eat it very slowly, and then I'll send them food. Okay, so in New York, I like a restaurant called, every time I go to a foodie place, I call them and then I take them. Sofra, have you been there? It's like a Persian restaurant in Brooklyn.
No.
I'm obsessed with that. And then there's another place I just tried called Kiko. That's in Soho-ish.
Okay.
But no, Sofra, you have to go.
Okay. Do you know...
It's this woman always gets nominated as best chef, or she gets in the consideration or whatever, but it's family recipes passed down. They're from Iran. And I would never even think I want to have food from Iran because I don't really know what food from Iran is, even though my best friend. I just had it last night because
there's one on Western that I love called Tehran Roe.
Oh, cool.
That's phenomenal.
Cool. My best friend.
You know, the skewers, the ground chicken
Okay.
skewers?
Yeah, no, I don't know that one, but.
Delicious.
Well, my friend is married to a Persian guy, so I've had some, but this restaurant is insane. It's insane.
Growing up with an FBI dad in Agora Hills, I have to imagine food was...
Not the priority.
I imagine maybe the Cheesecake Factory was the most exotic restaurant
at that
moment.
Did you grow up? No, there was a lot of fast food. There was a lot of. But wait, am I forgetting something? I can't even remember what I was saying. There was a lot of let's go to Carl's Jr. You know what I mean? Or let's get a hoagie.
Yeah,
but
I would used to beg for that because the food at home wasn't great. So I used to beg to go to McDonald's.
So your parents weren't into cooking, really?
No.
Yeah. Oh wait, back to Greece. That's what I wanted to
please.
say. When you go to Greece, you should tell me and I will connect you with my friends and they will give you a good food tour because we went and stayed for a week in Kea, which is 1 hour outside of Athens. They don't know a bunch of restaurants in Athens as well if you want to just go to Athens. But
the places that we've heard of, Mykonos, Athens, these are not apparently the places to go.
Well, you can go to less touristy places that also have like as high a level of food. But we went to this small island outside of Athens, and his whole family lives there. So we went to so many good restaurants. Your mind will be blown.
Well, if we have another season.
Also,
I'm
fried cheese. I mean,
Oh yeah. What's that called?
they're-
Saganaki?
and there's like honey on top, but
Yeah.
they fry it, and it's insane.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah.
This is a lot of food talk for a guy going to Dodger Stadium. No, it's gonna
You're
make
gonna have
the
a Dodger dog. Yeah,
exactly.
it's gonna make it really
You should
good.
take a sandwich.
I'm gonna take this this Phil collabo
Do it.
with Lorenzo, the other half.
Do it.
You are now you directed your second movie. It's called Chosen Family. I wonder if that's your life, rebuilding after whatever your childhood was, is Tom one of the, do you have a chosen family? It sounded like from this podcast with one of your friends, do you have a series of chosen families in Greece and everywhere around the world that you
I do.
connect
I feel
with?
really lucky. I feel really lucky with friends in my life. I feel like my family, look, they have their good qualities. They have some bad qualities. I think my father was abusive. And it's, as a kid growing up, you don't know there's a difference. You just think, oh, this is what all families are like. And then as you get older, you're like, no, not everybody is like that to their kids. Like some people are just really sweet, And so then through my friends, I learned about, loving kindness and things like that.
Well, I just wonder, I grew up a mix of good and terrible family-wise.
Really? What's your story? What nationality are you?
I'm just
the
your
hell
garden
are you?
variety Jew.
Really? Okay. And are you from New York or?
I'm New York area, born in
Okay.
New York. But
Okay.
no, but no one wants to hear about me. But what I
I
do,
do.
the thing that I wondered about with your making the concept of chosen family was one thing I
I
experienced.
was kind of intrigued by how your family was terrible and great. But anyway, if you don't want to answer.
It was a mix. There was a turn that things went badly for a while, but no, I don't. I was not. I won't complain here. I'll complain to a therapist that I'll hire at some future date.
I thought I was your therapist.
Yes, but the one thing I did remember when something you said reminded me of being like, I fell in love with girls very early. Like I think because my family was collapsing and I looked for family, I think everywhere. But I remember thinking breakups were very bad when I was a teenager and even 20s because I fell in love with the families of the girls I dated. Like
That's cute.
It would just people who would, when I'd see happier families.
Yeah.
In fact, we were talking about Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
That was literally the moment that changed my life was I was like 30 and or past 30 and but the McCartneys, I was on the road with them and Linda McCartney said, do you have a girlfriend? And I said, yeah, I just met this girl. And I think she was going to set me up with someone, which was, so I shouldn't have told her. But then she met my wife and ordered me to marry her. And, but the way she did it was she goes, do you think I know about marriage? And I'm like, do I think you know about marriage? Like, yeah, you clearly are in a happy one. So happier than my parents were. So yes.
Right.
And so I literally got married because a Beatle told me to.
Oh, that's a really good story.
Well, it's
Not many people could say that.
it's why I'm still married.
You couldn't face Paul.
I couldn't exactly. What am I going to tell a Beatle? No. But
Nice.
well, now we've detoured back. But
Anyway, back to your thing. Yeah. So I think healing, understanding like if you had like some dysfunctional family stuff growing up, sometimes you can be attracted to that, which is kind of screwed up. You're
Yes.
like, that feels normal to you. So
Right.
you kind of can gravitate toward that, even though you're like, I don't really want that. So it's kind of learning, because I think when you have like somewhat abusiveness in your childhood, you can sometimes be abusive to yourself, and like, how do you unprogram that is a lifelong journey, really.
Very true. I read something today online, a happiness hack, which
Wow.
is they did an experiment. They gave people an assignment. Write down what you think your purpose in life is or what you want it to be.
Right.
And you'll get $400 if you do that
Wow.
towards your purpose.
Which is enjoy life what is it?
The secret turns out to be helping other people.
Oh, that's sweet.
So rather than focusing on what is going to give you joy,
Interesting.
can be crippling to think about.
Right. But I think you need a balance. You
focus
can't
on
only...
giving joy to others.
Yeah.
But it turns out that the people who do that
Yeah.
are happier people.
Oh, Well,
Isn't that nice?
It is nice. It's
Yeah.
very nice. It's very nice.
Being a director now, what did you learn from having been like literally? I don't imagine you when you were doing License to Drive with the two Corys, you were thinking I want to direct, but having been through because you've done a lot of movies. Like I don't know, do you know the
Done a
number?
lot. No, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I was going through and I watched some things I haven't seen before. I'm like, oh, she was in something else called Boogie. That's not Boogie Nights. Was there a
It's true.
a
Yeah,
Boogie?
The Boogeyman?
No, there was some
It was called Boogie Woogie. Yeah.
Boogie
Oh,
Woogie. I'm
excellent.
like, it's like even you have a long filmography when
Only have 2 movies that
Two
both begin with
boogies.
Boogie. Yeah.
Exactly.
Are you filming now, right now?
Well, I have
Or
a
about
movie
to?
coming out
Oh,
in
cool.
March 27th that I'm really excited
Plug it.
about. I shot it in South Africa last year. It's called They Will Kill You. And
Romantic?
no, it's the brother and sister team that make the It movies. They started to kind of like an elevated horror, but it's kind of like if Kill Bill was like a horror movie. So it's like
Yes.
got action and comedy. Zazie Beetz is in it. Patricia Arquette, me, Tom Felton. I get to do action scenes where Zazie Beetz and I try to kill each other. That was
Nice.
really fun.
They will kill you. For the whole family.
Exactly. And you did a movie with a friend of Phil's and mine to some extent, Larry Kasdan.
Yeah.
What was that
That was fun.
experience like?
I mean, he's an iconic, brilliant
Yeah.
person. I mean, he's done so many Body Heat, he wrote Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yep.
He's a total genius.
By the way, we
Yep.
have lunch with him. We've had lunch with him a number
Yep.
of times. He won't do the podcast. He's one of the only people
Yeah.
who
Really?
he may be too well adjusted. He goes, I don't want to.
Nah, I might get him still.
That's
Okay.
cute, though. I do kind of admire some people who they don't care about Instagram, they don't care about social media, they don't care about being on a podcast. Like, good for you.
They're called normal people. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're glad you came.
No, thank you.
We're glad you're
I got
just,
to try these sandwiches.
just a
though.
little abnormal.
Yes, I definitely am a little abnormal, but I
Join
want
the
to try the Nancy Silverton place. So definitely
It's called Max and
Right.
Helen's. You're always welcome. I'm going
Yeah.
to invite you to a friends and family coming up.
great.
David,
I've been there, and it was.
you can't come.
You have no idea how jealous many people are when they say, "Where were you for lunch?" And
Oh.
I literally was sitting next to Phil at the counter. Which this place not only is it has the vibe of a diner.
So it's tiny.
It's
45
intimate.
seats inside,
Okay,
45
okay.
outside.
and
Okay,
but
okay.
it looks like a diner in your heart, not a diner that is like prefab the way they
Right.
might be now. And Nancy Silverton was literally like overseeing the burger.
Yeah.
Wow. Burger.
There was so. If you could just talk a little bit, how much care someone like Nancy and Mason
What is your
are putting
favorite
into
burger,
it?
by the way? Just speaking of burgers.
Well,
do you
now
guys-
it's this one.
Is it?
He literally is building his
because
favorite burger.
I mean, In-N-Out is one of mine.
It's great. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it. But
Yeah.
I'm going to show you a picture of the Nancy Silverton
gotta try
burger.
it.
Okay.
Because sometimes I will go online and go best burger in LA and then try to research every place and then try to
Well,
go to
we
that.
should mention while he's looking, we just had Jeffrey Greenberg on, and it's a 10th anniversary of Hi-Ho Burger.
How do you even eat that? It's so big.
It squishes down.
Oh my God. Wow. That looks really good.
And even better than the
And
burger,
it's raw
maybe.
onions?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. That looks really
She
good.
makes a patty melt.
Oh my God. Yeah, I like a
which might
smash
be-
burger.
that-
Yeah.
Which might be the best
Yeah.
ever. It's on, that's griddled on a rye bread.
Wow.
It's
Wanna
just,
try it.
she's a genius.
But the
And
bun
to have
itself was amazing.
To have
That's
her
so
laser
cool.
focused on stuff like that.
Oh my God, that's so. How did you go from like trying to get the food show made to
Yeah.
actually getting it made? Like it took you 10 years,
Yeah.
or how did you
Started
eventually?
at PBS.
Okay,
Uh,
interesting.
But it took many, many tries. We were passed on by every network and
Okay.
cable service at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wanted it.
So then finally PBS made it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I sold the show with one line. I'm exactly like Anthony Bourdain if he was afraid of everything.
Well, it helps to be a comedy writer,
And
right?
then they
Yeah.
said, oh, we've been
Okay.
looking for a food and travel show with humor for years.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
suddenly,
yeah.
after 10 years, I was in the right place at the right time.
Wow.
And
That's
then they
cool.
could only afford to do 6 episodes because
Okay.
they're PBS.
Okay.
And then here came this startup called Netflix.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. What else do you want to plug
Yeah.
before we have to go?
What else do I want to plug?
Where can we find you? You're on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I'm the letter I, the letter M, and then my name.
Nice.
I'm Heather Graham.
Nice.
And I
I tried to get that name and I couldn't get it.
No, I'm Heather Graham. We start a lawsuit.
No, well, there's a famous romance novel writer named Heather Graham, actually. She had Heather Graham, so
What are you
couldn't get
gonna do?
it. Yeah.
But I like the assertion. I'm Heather Graham.
Are there other Phil Rosenthal's who are pissed at you?
There are.
There was a TV critic.
There's a country music bluegrass player named Phil Rosenthal.
It sure doesn't
And he
sound like a
wrote-
country western.
Yeah,
I know,
does.
but he wrote a theme song for something, and I get the credit for that on my Wikipedia.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so-
wow.
But I haven't changed it because I want that credit.
It sounds cool.
Yeah.
It makes you sound
Yeah, I
like
just want to say,
multi-talented.
I
yeah.
think you were brilliant and Mrs. Soulful.
It was my best work, really, right? I feel
Listen,
like...
that's a good credit to have.
Right. You could be a lot worse than
No, I mean, I'm
a really
happy to
arty.
take credit for that movie that I was never in, which
So the movie
Wikipedia
comes
won't
out-
let me change. Okay.
The movie
Yeah.
comes out in March.
Yes. And I'm in some other things too that are coming
Say it.
out. Okay. All right. Well,
Don't be
let me think.
shy.
All right. I am in. Well, I just shot the Carrie TV series with Mike Flanagan.
Cool.
They're making that into a TV series.
Who are you in that?
I play the main bully girl who pours the blood on her. I play her mom.
Wow.
Obviously, I'm a wonderful mother in that. And I'm in this movie. I don't know if you know this story about the Doris Byther haunting, but it was one of the most famous cases of like a haunted house where all these UCLA parapsychologists came and they filmed it. Anyway, that movie, it's kind of a little bit based on. I don't know if you saw that Barbara Hershey, The Entity movie. It's
Oh.
that story,
I did.
but it's based on that true life story,
Yes.
basically.
Wow.
And what else? I don't know. I have a lot of different things and a lot of things that I'm working on in development too. So send me good energy.
I have over 100 projects that are in various stages of nothing's happening.
And if you walk around LA, how many people
Everyone.
have even more that are known?
But I have more than that.
But you have some things that are actually happening.
Some.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to stay busy, people.
Yeah.
And meditate.
And have a good lunch.
And give joy to other people. That's the secret to joy for you.
Yeah.
And visit Heather's house and have dumplings made by her friend. And watch her movies.
And roller skate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heather Graham, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
More, please.
Naked Lunch is a podcast by Phil Rosenthal and David Wild. Theme song and music by Brad Paisley. Produced by Will Sterling and Ryan Tillotson. With video editing by Daniel Ferreira. And motion graphics by Ali Ahmed. Executive produced by Phil Rosenthal, David Wild, and our consulting journalist is Pamela Chellan. If you enjoyed the show, share it with a friend. But if you can't take my word for it, take Phil's.
And don't forget to leave a good rating and review. We like 5 stars, you know.
Thanks for listening to Naked Lunch, a Lucky Bastards production.